The night my father died, someone knocked from the room he kept locked for 20 years. I grew up in a small African village where people mind their business and fear what they don't understand. Our house was not big. 3 rooms, a kitchen outside, and a long narrow passage. At the end of that passage was one door. That door was always locked. My father never opened it. Not once. As children, we were warned early. If we played near that door, my father would shout. If we touched the lock, he would beat us. He said only one thing every time. That room is not for the living. No one questioned him. In the village, when an adult speaks like that, you listen. My father was a respected man. Quiet. Serious. He did not drink. He did not fight. But people feared him. Not openly. Just enough to avoid his eyes. At night, he sometimes sat outside alone till morning. He would not sleep. He would not talk. He would just sit and stare into the dark. My mother never went near that room either. Once, when I was older, I asked her why. She became pale and told me never to ask that question again. Then my father fell sick. It was sudden. 1 week he was strong. The next week he could not walk. He started talking in his sleep. He begged someone we could not see. He kept saying, "I did what you asked. Please leave my children." He died before dawn. After the burial, the house felt wrong. The air was heavy. Then the smell started. It came from the locked room. It was not food. It was not a dead rat. It smelled old. Like blood that had been washed many times but never left. At night, I heard scratching sounds. Slow. Careful. Like fingers on wood. On the 3rd night, I heard breathing. It was coming from behind the door. I told my mother. She said I was tired. But I saw fear in her eyes. On the 7th night, I heard my name. Clear. Weak. Close. I did not answer. In the morning, I found the key. It was hidden inside my father's cap. My hands shook as I held it. I remembered every warning. But whatever was inside that room was no longer staying quiet. I unlocked the door. The smell hit me first. I almost fell. The room had no window. Just darkness and dust. On the floor were red cloths, dried leaves, small calabashes, and animal bones tied with rope. On the wall were names scratched deep into the mud wall. I knew some of the names. Some belonged to people who died badly. Some belonged to people who disappeared. In the corner was a hole in the ground. Deep. Black. I dropped a stone inside. I never heard it land. Then I saw hand marks on the wall. From inside the room. Like someone tried to climb out. I ran outside and screamed. The elders came that night. They did not ask questions. They did not look surprised. They burned everything from the room. They poured salt and ash into the hole and sealed it. One old man looked at me and said, "Your father made promises he could not finish paying." Since then, the room stays open. But sometimes, late at night, I still hear breathing. And I know some doors were never meant to be opened.